Hey everyone, Motumbo here. Welcome back to the channel. And today we are playing some more historic here on Magic Arena. And again, we have our third and final video of our video series this week that is dedicated to my cat Moby. And I'm really excited to bring this deck to you everyone because this deck was a lot of fun to play. So, but before we hop into today's deck, just want to remind everybody again that if you enjoy the content, please like, comment, subscribe, check out all the cool links down below. Join the Discord, as well as hop on over to Twitch, drop me a follow, twitch.tv/BA again, we build these decks on stream, and while we're streaming, right, I take ideas and we work on those and we turn those ideas into these videos that you're watching now. So I would love to see y'all over there on the weekend helping build some decks. But let's hop right into today's deck. And we are playing Time Kitten. So again, with this being the third and final video in this series of decks dedicated to my cat Moby, again, if you're not familiar, Moby was our 16-year-old cat. He crossed over to the Rainbow Bridge last week, and I wanted to honor him how I could, in a way to immortalize him because he was an amazing friend, amazing family member, amazing cat, amazing pet. Any other thing, he was just a huge part of my life, and he'll greatly be missed. But let's talk about this deck again. It is cat themed. We are playing Displacer Kitten, and this is a combo deck. Displacer Kitten is a 4-mana 2/2. It has avoidance. So this says whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you get to exile up to one target non-land permanent you control, and then return the card onto the battlefield under its opponent's control. So there are a few things you can do here. Now, again, we are trying to combo our opponent out. So typically with arena decks and doing a true combo deck, you are going to have to click about 1,000,000 times. So if you do decide to play this deck, and when you're watching, right, you'll definitely see that we're going to be clicking 1,000,000 times. But how do we combo off? Well, there is a card that was introduced earlier in the year called Quicksilver Lapidary. This just is a 2-mana 1/1, but when it enters the battlefield, you actually conjure a Mox Opal into your hand. So Mox Opal is a 0-mana Mox. It's an artifact that taps for a mana of any color, but you can only activate it if you have 3 or more artifacts in play. So you basically have to have 1 Mox, it is legendary, and 2 other artifacts. Now, we don't really necessarily care about doing any kind of infinite mana shenanigans, because if you do have 2 of these, you could potentially do some weird things, or bouncing the Quicksilver Lapidary when you cast the Mox Opal and kind of exiling the Lapidary. It's going to come back into play, summon another Mox Opal. You can do all kinds of crazy stuff like that. However, we're not, as you can tell, we're not playing a lot of artifacts, right? We do play 3 copies of Prismari Command because it does generate a token, but it's really mainly for drawing cards and dealing damage and just ramping. We don't necessarily want to keep the treasure token, but we do want to make treasures. But that's not really what we're trying to do. We're not trying to generate infinite mana. We're trying to storm our opponent out. It's going to be the easiest way to do this, but it is going to involve Quicksilver Lapidary as well as the Mox. But it's also going to involve Teferi. So again, you can do this a few different ways. You can cast the Mox, blink out the Lapidary, get another Mox, and so on and so on, right? That's Infinite Storm in itself. But also, if you don't have the Grapeshot in your hand to actually win the game, what you can do is you can use Teferi. You can use Teferi's minus ability to bounce the Mox to your hand. And that actually draws you a card with Teferi's ability. Then you're going to play the Mox, and then when you play the Mox, you get to bounce, or you get to flicker Teferi. So then it's going to be a new Teferi, and then when it comes back into play immediately, you're going to be able to -3 it again to bounce your Mox, and then you're just going to be able to bounce your Mox, draw your whole deck if you need to, and then you're going to be able to Grapeshot your opponent. And again, if you're not familiar with Grapeshot, it deals 1 damage to any target for 2 mana, but it does have Storm. So for every spell that's cast that turn, you get to deal 1 damage. So again, a lot of clicking. It's going to take a lot of clicking just to generate, basically a storm count of 19 to 20 in order to kill your opponent. But that is the idea of the combo. Again, casting free spell in the form of the Mox Opal that we get from the Quicksilver Lapidary in order to just do unfair things and not necessarily lock our opponent out of the game, but completely remove our opponent from the game. So we are going to have to play quite a few control cards in order to make sure that we're alive in order to do this. But we do have a couple of Fragment Realities. Again, this is a great 1-mana removal spell. This is essentially Swords to Plowshare, I feel like, on Arena. It removes more than just creatures. It actually removes artifacts and enchantments. We have 3 copies of Lightning Helix. We do have Grapeshot in case we need Grapeshot. We have 3 copies of Divine Purge. Again, this is a really great removal spell for 3 mana. It's just going to be able to wipe the board of anything that costs 3 or less. That's an artifact or a creature. Make everything perpetually cost 2 more. It's really hard to recover from just because of the extra mana cost. We have 3 copies of Wrath of God as well. And then again, right, we mentioned Prismari Command previously, but this is also a removal spell because it does deal 2 damage. Last but not least, a couple other cards that we're featuring in our deck. We have 3 copies of Seek New Knowledge. This is a cool card. It's going to allow us just to seek 2 non-land cards and then put a card from our hand into our graveyard. This is great because we're going to see 2 cards that are not land, and then we just put 1 back, right? This will allow us to hit any of our pieces potentially. Yeah, we may not always hit the cards we need, but this does really give us 2 good looks at cards that we need for our combo. And then last but not least, Omen of the Sea. This is great. This is a 2 mana. Lets us scry 2. It does have flash. We can do it at the end of our opponent's turn. And the fact that it's a permanent, that allows us to draw a card as well. Because when we're casting other spells, if we're not hitting our combo pieces, this is going to allow us to blink this itself with the Displacer Kitten. And we're going to be able to just draw more cards and more cards. We're going to see cards. We're going to scry cards. And we're going to do all the things to the cards. And eventually find the pieces that we're looking for. So again, I was really excited to find a version of this deck that I liked. Made a few changes. And this deck was a lot of fun to play. We got a bunch of land in the deck. Nothing special, right? A lot of just Jeskai lands that tap for different color mana. And we put in 1 of each basic just in case anybody tries to basic check us. We do have three basics that we can go after. But again, this deck, a lot of fun. I'm really happy to be able to show this deck off. Again, this video, all of the videos this week were dedicated to my cat Moby, and really glad to be able to do that. But unfortunately, I'm very devastated at the same time by his passing. So if you can, hug a loved one. I've been saying it all week. You never know what the next day will bring, and cherish each moment with everybody in your life. So with that being said, let's just hop into the games, and we'll see you all at the wrap up. If anybody else is. In Vices. Let's go. This is an alright hand. So we could Fragment Reality this, but I'm gonna save this for a better shrine that they target. All right. They not have one, okay. I definitely want land. Yeah, we're gonna hold off here. Oh, well. Yeah, we got him. We got him. Does that count? Does that count as a win? Why would you concede? Oh my gosh. That was one of the fastest pairings I've ever had. All right, here's the Wizards. Here come the Wizards. Oh. It's not Wizards. Okay. it's this deck. Okay. Are we dead? I mean, that's definitely good news. I think hitting a Wrath... Oh, perfect. I was going to say, I think hitting a Wrath is going to be better. That's pretty bad. Oh, they whiffed? Beautiful. But we take 4. We're at 11. And we Wrath the world away.
I believe in you.
How much does this cost? 3? Oh, beautiful. All right.
What a grand fight! Share in my glory.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, so that gives them mana. They not want to use it immediately? I'm very confused by that. So you get to big score. Collected company. Okay. Probably the best collected company I've ever had played against me. So I could cast this. Could cast this, though. I think we just hold.
That's more like it.
We do have a fragment, so I think we're fine. They don't have a sack outlet. All right, and so it begins. You can't cast spells. All right, so we have infinite mana now. Yeah. They realize it. So what we do, right, is we just keep casting the Mox. We keep casting the Mox. We keep bouncing the, or flickering the Quicksilver Lapidary. Is that how I say that? With the Displacer Kitten. We're going to keep conjuring Moxes. And we're going to generate infinite mana. Or if you don't want to do that, what you could do is you could actually play the Teferi, bounce the Teferi, play the Teferi, bounce the Teferi. Like, you just keep flickering and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Draw the whole deck because we're going to be bouncing the Mox. And then we just go get our Grapeshot, and then we win the game. So that is how we win. This is one of these hands, huh? Oh, gotcha. That's a show that I don't think I ever watched more than one episode of. No, I guess that's not true. I probably picked up an episode here and there, but I guess we play this when we say go. So what are they doing over there with the World Tree? Risen Reef. Probably messed up by giving him 5 mana this turn. So I hope they don't cast like oh, that's fine. That's fine. You can have your One Ring. Oh, did you get scared for a second? I bet they did. This is pretty good. I'm just gonna hold these. Teferi should probably be pretty good against them. You can go and draw your card if you want. I am not going to bounce your One Ring, I promise. You wonder if they have other One Rings? I mean, they have Soul Ring, right? Go. Forest into Elf.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
All right. It's like, what kind of elemental deck are they? I would love to draw a untapped land here. But the deck definitely has a different plan. I think we're still good though.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Let me show y'all Let me show y'all a trick.
Now what? Let's slow this down. I've got it.
Hey, who likes to draw all their cards? That's me. That's me. I like to draw all my cards.
Might be a bad idea. This is hardly my worst defeat. You show remorse, I'll show restraint. Oh, I've done the hero before. You just let me know if you're up for it.
I mean, I already have the untap land, so we're good. I really need to keep track of how many cards we've drawn, or how many spells we've cast, I mean.
Really should have seen that coming. I am not going to sit this one. Here we go.
Displacer Kitten doing work.
Suppose that's how it was meant. I can no longer stand by and watch. Don't worry, I got you. This is hardly my worst defeat. Sorry I'm late. I've got you. Only time will tell.
Only time will
This is
tell.
a fight you can win. I'll protect you.
They're probably thinking, what is happening right now?
Sorry I'm late.
We don't even need the mana.
Might be a bad idea. We will meet again. I know my responsibility. That's more like it. This is hardly my worst defeat. I can no longer stand by and watch. Let's try this.
How many times would you say that we've done this?
This is hardly my worst defeat.
10?
You'll thank me later. You just let me know if you're up for it.
No, it's just the Mox. And we've cast Displacer Kitten and the Mox. Yeah, I think we're around a dozen. But I want to get to like 20 basically. But I mean, also have to draw the also have to draw the Grapeshot, right?
Suppose that's how it was meant. I'm known for my excellent timing. I've got it.
They're probably trying to figure out like what's about to happen.
It's only a matter of time. Right on schedule. No, I am not making this up as I go. Exactly according to plan. This isn't a fight you can win. Trust me, I have a plan.
I mean, still no Grapeshot.
Really should have seen that coming. You show remorse, I'll show respect. Don't worry, I got you. Now what?
I promise I'm not just doing this to like stall the game out. I'm trying to kill you, opponent.
We will meet again. You show remorse, I'll show restraint. Oh, I've done the hero.
There's 3 of them in the deck.
Really should have seen that coming. Let's slow this down. Let's try this. This is hardly my worst defeat. This isn't a fight you can win.
Oh, I saw a red card. I got excited for a second.
You just let me know if you're up for it. Sorry I'm late. I've got you.
Oh my god. Come on, deck.
It's only a matter of time.
Come on, deck.
I know my responsibility.
Grapeshot, where are you?
Don't worry, I got you.
Oh my gosh. This is amazing.
Suppose that's how it was meant. I am not going to sit this one. Trust me, I have a plan.
Lol. I don't have one in my hand, right? Like, I'm just not missing it.
Thank me later.
Oh my gosh.
Right on schedule.
Oh no. There it is.
Only time will tell. I'm known for my excellent timing.
There we go. Whoo! There we go. We had 19 cards left in our deck, so that was a process. Anderson Santos. They're playing Wizards probably with their Gigantha. That means, yep, our hand is going to be too slow. You did it. I mean, they didn't have another land? I really wish I could respond to this. When you cast a spell, copy it if you control. Let's just do this now. They always just top. Like, it's just a thing. I mean, I need both of these cards. This will probably redirect some burn away from us, right? Because we'll uptick it. They'll Wizards Lightning. They didn't Wizards Lightning. Okay. Oh, they couldn't because we played it. That's right. Sure.
That's how it was meant to happen.
I mean, we're at 19. Could just Wrath here. It's just crazy how often that deck just leaves cards on top. Sure. You did it. So if we play this, we could Omen into Omen. Like, we could also Omen, bounce our Displacer Kitten out of the way of a removal spell. right? So this is a lot of damage that's not coming at us, which I'm totally fine with. Yeah, we have to get another one, but they just essentially just use their whole turn doing that. I mean, we're gonna draw both of these anyway, so. Alright, so we bounce the token. They might try to come after us with the land. And then we can just Prismari Command the land. So we get to deal 2 damage and make a treasure. So now they have to spend another removal spell to go after Teferi if they want. These are both pretty decent, but we're going to be reshuffling, so I'd rather keep the removal spell. So if I play this, I get... We already played a land this turn, right? Yeah, so that's perfect now. So now we have exactly enough. And this should be the game.
Stand by and watch. You just let me know if you're up for it. Sorry I'm late. I have a plan. We will meet again. Right on schedule. Let's try this. This is hardly my worst defeat. I know my responsibility. Back to the wicket. That didn't go according to plan. Trust me, you'll thank me later. No, I am not making this up as I go. This is hardly my worst defeat. This isn't a fight you can win.
Count for us, Grapeshot. Count for us.
Really should have seen that coming. Sorry I'm late. I've got it. We will meet again. You show remorse. I'll show. I've done everything. This is hardly my worst defeat. I am not going to sit this one out.
And this feels really good beating up on wizards too, right? Like 100%. That just makes the victory that much more sweet.
Time. Let's try this. Only time will tell. Let's slow this down. Here we go. It's only a matter
Like, and we're at 14.
I can no longer stand by and watch. Trust me, I have a plan. Now what? I am not
We're almost there.
I'll protect you. You just let me know if you're up for it. Let's slow this down. Might be a bad idea. Suppose that's how it was meant. I'm known for my excellent timing. Don't worry, I got this. We will meet again. I can no longer stand by and watch. That's more like it. This is hardly my worst defeat. Trust me, you'll thank me later.
Kitten attack. We're doing it. Against the most annoying deck in Historic. Boo, 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 boo. Really slow shots. Got him. Whoo. Feels good. Wizards, you suck. No red mana. Get ready for it. Yeah. I mean, that's all that you do. You just wait for them to blow all their cards, and then you just pop it, and they concede. Oh, really? Okay. That's not something that you see very often. Luris, huh? I'm just going to fire this off now. All right, definitely need to land. Oh, Lord. I need land. Oh, thank you. Let's get that blocker down for a turn. Probably doesn't even block because it probably... their stuff probably gets either flying or unblockable. This Lightpaw Emperor's Voice is such a ridiculous card. Say blue. Pro blue. I mean, it feels pretty good. And we have another one. I mean, we're at 20. I mean, if we can draw an untapped land, it's just as good. Okay. We are at 18. Untapped land. I'm going to attack you for 1. I'm going to play Displacer Kitten. I'm going to cast Mox Opal. I'm going to cast Mox Opal. I don't know if you knew what I was going to do, but I was going to cast Mox Opal again. Just in case you were wondering, one more time. It is definitely my go. Don't worry, it won't be too much longer. Oh, the more you emote, the stronger I get. Soon I will be over 9,000. I don't really know how that whole power level thing works with Dragon Ball Z, but I promise you. They're probably thinking, oh, well, they're just trying to kill time because they're upset because we're losing Dolores. No. I'm actually in the process of dealing all the damage to you. Just be thankful that you weren't at 30 life. Just think if Magic worked like this, like where you could actually just conjure cards out of nothing. Like, we would have so much money in Mox Opals. Alright, last time. Good game. It is my go. It's still my go. I mean, if I could have done that any faster, I promise I would have, Chater. But unfortunately, the game only lets me go so fast. But hey, look, we have all these Mox Opals in our graveyard. Just add them to our collection. Got him. Opponent goes first. We'll keep. The other night mentioned Veteran Ghoul Caller and Strider had a bit of fun with the card. Yeah, I was actually in that stream for a little bit. I was just lurking though. We'll just... maybe we just kill both of those. What are they playing? What kind of Neoform deck is this person playing? Alright, hold on. Let me read this. Something about having a full party. Deal 2 damage. Destroy an artifact. 2 damage. Artifact. You can draw a card. It's a little unfortunate that we did not draw a land. Alright, so let's draw 2 and create a treasure token. Alright, let's discard one of these and maybe both of those, honestly. We pretty much have everything we need. If we need to, we can kill this. Alright, so they 100% have a collected company, right? So if we play this... yeah, let's see what happens. Magic Brad 37. Oh, with a raid. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my friend. Also appreciate the follow. What do we do here? I think we're just going to tick up. We could tick down and... like, bounce this, but then if we do that, like, it just gets killed in the backswing. At least this forces them to have something.
Here we go.
Hey, thanks, Magic Brad. I really appreciate that. Okay. Alright, so that was pretty clutch, right? That they didn't have anything. And then now we get to...
This might be a bad idea.
get to potentially live the dream, right? So we could just Divine Purge on their turn. Could also Displacer Kitten and then... actually, I like that. So we could still Divine Purge on their turn, and then we could flicker the Teferi. So this looks to be pretty good. Like, we're gonna give him a card, but I don't care about this. Right? Like, they probably just... Sure. They probably can't... Yeah, they're probably going to copy the Valkyrie. They think that everything is going well for them, but it's really not. Maybe they don't know how this works with exiling. No, they definitely gotta. Oh yeah, we're looking good here. I do wish that I could bounce something, but let's go see what we get here.
You just let me know if you're up for it. Sorry I'm late.
We missed. I mean, we're going to have to do this a lot of times. Collected company. Yep. That is a lot of times, but I'm here for it. Oh, there we go. Can we just win the game now? All right, are y'all ready for 51 times of this? Doesn't really matter. Let's just get an extra Mox Opal. Oh, we got the Grapeshot immediately. All right.
Suppose that's how it was meant. This isn't a fight you can win. That's more like it.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for not making us do that, Aberdom. That was going to take a long time. But for anybody joining, we essentially just infinitely storm there by casting and blinking the Lapidary over and over again, and then we just Grapeshot them out. If they would have not been at 51 life, also what we could have done if we didn't have the Grapeshot in our hand, we could have used Teferi to -3, bounce the Mox Opal, play the Mox Opal, because you get to draw a card off the bounce from Teferi, play the Mox Opal, blink the Teferi, bounce the Mox Opal, blink the Teferi. Like, it's just an over and over with the Displacer Kitten. And then once you finally draw the Grapeshot, then you just deal a whole bunch of damage to them. So, you know, normally with the stupid deck, right, you could just say the Aristocrats, and then the game is over. But yeah, that's an interesting deck that we threw together there. All right, everyone, welcome back to the wrap up. And like I said, that was a lot of fun. We comboed off. We did different things, right? We stormed them out. We drew our whole library. We made a bunch of moxes. We had moxes for days in our graveyard. That doesn't really do anything, but it was cool to see. But yeah, this deck's a lot of fun. I would say overall, we went about between 50 to 55% win rate. Not the best win rate of any of the decks we've built, because it is really easy to, deal with this deck. But again, it's a lot of fun. If you have the cards, I would say try it out. I'm not going to recommend crafting anything, but Displacer Kitten is a really, really sweet card. I'm super happy to have been able to play with that. That was the only card that I ended up that I did have to craft for this deck was the Displacer Kitten, but it's a card that I wanted to craft, right? Because I do want to do something with Displacer Kitten and Oracle of the Alpha. That's definitely in my plans. This was almost an Oracle of the Alpha deck, but I wasn't necessarily sold on just doing that for this particular video in this series. But really wanted to just focus on the cat aspect, right? So again, I really appreciate everyone hanging out with me this week. I've really appreciated all the kind words that have been said, and you really helped me and are still helping me to get through this time. So but yeah, so again, if you have a hobby that you enjoy doing, keep doing it. It's really hard to, when you suffer a loss, and being able to, or having each and every one of you during this, it really just made it easier. Especially, knowing that I found you all through this great game, this hobby of mine. So yeah, again, if you enjoy the video, please like, comment, subscribe, check out all the videos down below, or all the links. Join the Discord, hop on over to twitch.tv/BA Motumbo, drop me a follow, join us on the weekend, help build the deck, bring your ideas, bring your positive energy. That's really what I'm looking for. Again, I enjoy spending my weekends with y'all. So with that being said, everyone, please stay safe, and we will see y'all next time.